Hi, this is Steve Garland, head wrestling coach at the University of Virginia, giving my weekly Virginia Wrestling video newsletter update. I say weekly, but my apologies, we haven't done one in a while, probably since a little bit after the NCAA tournament. So I wanted to make sure I caught everybody up to speed today on, Trent's in the background trying to make me laugh, on everything that's been going on. It's been a really, really, really busy, quote-unquote, off-season. I don't even like that word because there really isn't any such thing in our world, but NCAAs were over. About 2 days later, we had guys in on visits. About 3 days after that, I was at the high school nationals recruiting at the NHSCA National Championship. So, great weekend there. Then, very soon after that, I was at the Flow Nationals up in Indiana, Pennsylvania, recruiting up there. And then after that, gosh, we had more visit weekends here. And then I got to go up to New York City and train at the New York City Regional Training Center at Columbia University, and then also at the Edge in New Jersey. That was an awesome experience. And so we've been really busy. And then we had another recruiting weekend this past weekend. And so long story short is we've been hard at work, as you guys can imagine. We're doing all the stuff that we do, mostly recruiting, but also, meanwhile, back at the ranch, we've been having practice 4 days a week. Our schedule's pretty simple. It's 7 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. every single day, 7 or 8 a.m. Lift, 3:30 p.m. wrestle, with Wednesdays off and Sundays off. And so that's what we've been doing officially as of this past weekend. Oh, we had the banquet this past weekend. Phenomenal banquet. I actually thought it was one of the most joy-filled events we've had. It's funny because for struggling this year, for having a tough year in a lot of levels, in a lot of different ways, which you guys who've been with us this year know what we walked through. I'll tell you what, everybody was just fantastic. I thought the attitude of the parents, the attitude of the guys, the focus of the staff, I just thought it was a really fun occasion to be together. I thought it was a great way to celebrate the guys leaving, Garrett Peppelman, Andrew Atkinson, and Zach DePasquale. I mean, Depot, for one, I thought killed it in his senior speech. I thought he just knocked it out of the park and kind of hit on all these things that we harp on as coaches constantly. So it was good to see that somebody's actually been listening all this time. I think one of the coolest parts about the University of Virginia wrestling program is seeing those guys in that senior year speech, because who they were when they came in and who they are right there is a completely different person. It's literally a transformation. And so to see that, it always brings a lot of joy and purpose to my heart. I know for me, it reminds me of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And so that was a really cool thing. And just a really great event. So that's what we've been up to. We leave Wednesday for the U.S. Open. We have our resident athletes at the U.S. Open. Then we have 2 athletes competing at the UWW FILA Junior Nationals. And then what we'll do after that in May is we slow down a little bit in May. The training won't slow down, but the competitions will. And then we'll prepare for the UWW U23 national team. And we're going to have a bunch of guys going out there to Akron. It used to be called the University Nationals. Now the name is the U23. And we're going to have guys trying to make that team. And that was a really good tournament for us last year, and we hope that it will be again. As soon as that tournament's over, we kind of switch gears towards camp. We'll finish off our camp cycle, and then before you know it, we'll blink and it'll be August. And then we'll prepare for another preseason, another kickoff banquet, and the whole thing. So I just wanted to make sure, I know I didn't get into too much specifics, but I wanted to give you guys a general outline of what's been going on because I've been getting some questions and wanted to make sure you guys were up to speed on everything. Everything is going great with the staff and I. Everything's going great with our family. So what matters is good, and we appreciate everything you guys are doing to support us in every way, whether it be time, your gifts, your talent, your finances, everything you give us, we greatly appreciate it. Go Hoos, and we'll see you next week.